Hi, my name is Noor. I am a personal trainer, specifically for an older, busier mummy type of lady who just really doesn't have the time to exercise, but knows that they need to exercise. So my focus today is going to be on menopausal, perimenopausal ladies over 40 who are starting to feel the symptoms of these hormonal issues. So I'm going to show you about 7 different exercises that will start you off on a fitness journey as a menopausal, perimenopausal lady. I'll keep them nice and simple. They're going to be pretty much body weight. I'm not introducing any weights or anything like that. It'd be good if you have a mat on the floor that will probably support your knees and your lower back. Okay, that's quite important. My focus, like I said, is muscle work. This is age-related muscle loss that we are specifically focusing on, because that's what happens as our hormones are disrupted. We start to lose muscle. We don't maintain it. We don't keep it. We don't retain it. So we really do need to focus on keeping muscle, and not just because it keeps our joints strong, but because when we do exercise, muscle burns more calories than fat, and that's what we are aiming for, no? Really? To maintain a good weight consistency rather than pile on more and more and more and more weight as we get older, which is what generally tends to happen. Okay, so 7 exercises. Just going to show you nice and simple. Okay, now your posture and your form are really important. Okay, a little bit of background. I'm going to talk all the way through this, by the way. So I do workouts, like I said, for a specific group of women who 90% are over 40, who are busy mums, working mums, who are perimenopausal, menopausal, have specific things wrong, basically, specific areas that are starting to let them down. Joints, their cardiovascular health, their respiratory health, their metabolic health, their mental health, okay, because that starts to go down again with the hormones disrupted. So we focus a lot on muscle work, and I've just given you some examples of why we need to be doing that. Menopause is actually a really exciting time of your life, okay? Why? Because for the first time in your life, you are faced with a situation that you are not in control of with regard to your health. So it's a wake-up call. It's like, come on, start to understand your body, start to learn about your body. What can you do to help your body? I have never tried HRT. I really don't know specifically how it works, because everybody's estrogen and progesterone levels are completely different to somebody else. So I don't know how they can give this generic HRT to somebody and say, here we go, hopefully this will work. I think you definitely need to have blood tests. You definitely need to work out what the balance is and what's wrong and how you can balance it out. Or I do know that exercise is literally one of the medicines that you can use to balance out your hormones. It's not the only thing. Exercise isn't the only thing. It works alongside lots of other things, supplements, which I'm not going to recommend because I'm not a doctor, but I know what I take that helps me. Exercise, regular exercise, not just every now and then. It is literally as many times as you can in a week. I don't teach classes more than 30 minutes. You don't need to exercise more than that, but you do need to do it at least 4 to 5 times, even better 5, 6, 7 times a week. And I promise you, you see massive changes in your body, massive changes in your confidence, massive changes in your mental health. It is so important that you maintain that consistency. Okay, so I'm 55. Okay, I'm going to be a grandma soon. I'm really excited about that. My eldest son is 32. So I have four. They're all adults. They're all grown up. I'm really proud of them, mashallah. Thank you, Allah. Yeah, I know what you're going through. I know who you are. I know what you are. I know how you can get through this. And part of it is this, okay? So if you work on your feet, you sit on a chair all day, you lead a pretty sedentary life, you are setting yourself up for lots and lots of issues. Me, myself, if I didn't exercise, I would have serious, and I mean serious, osteoporosis and osteoarthritis, which is what I would inherit from my mum. If I stopped exercising for a few days, I start to feel it. So that keeps me going. I do not want to feel any joint pain. I do not want to feel any, disabilities. I need to do this. And you need to do this. So here we go. First exercise, feet in line with your hips, toes facing forward. You take your shoulders all the way up to your ears. You take them back and you bring them down. And that's where your shoulders stay all the time while you exercise. Really important because it lengthens your spine and it also keeps any tension away from your shoulders. Okay, so pulling your belly in. This is your navel. You pull your navel in towards your spine the whole time you are exercising. Try and remind yourself. I will try and remind you. You're also pulling your pelvic floor muscle, which is your wee-wee muscle. Okay, so it's really important. We can strengthen that muscle. It is possible that when you sneeze or when you cough, that you don't let a little bit of wee go. It is possible because I've been there. I was in my late 30s and I was letting it go. Okay, I don't experience that anymore. So it is possible to train your pelvic floor muscle and get it stronger. So feet in line with your hips, toes facing forward. Think about unstacking the discs in your spine. So you bring your chin to your chest, you let gravity pull your fingertips down. Now, depending on your flexibility is how much you need to bend your knees. You may need to bend your knees here, you may need to bend your knees here. You may be able to keep your knees straight. It really does depend on your flexibility. You pull that navel to spine, the chin is tucked in. You bring your fingertips as close to the floor as you can. If you cannot get your palms of your hands to the floor, you bend the knees and then you get your palms to the floor. Then you walk yourself into what we call a plank. Wrists are in line with the shoulders. Your butt is one straight line in regard to your spine. You already feel the core working. Your core muscles are your abdominals and your lower back and your glutes. You already feel them working. You will feel it in your shoulders and your wrists because they are holding your body weight, whether you're 50, 60, 70, 80 kilos, those wrists are holding your body weight. But again, they get stronger, okay? Then you take the butt into the air. You push that butt into the air. This is called your downward dog. Get that lovely stretch in the back of the legs. And then you walk back. Again, if you need to bend the knees a lot, or you can keep the legs straight, it's completely up to you. Tuck the chin in. And then you restack those discs in your spine. We're going to do this a few times just to warm up. Okay, so bear with me. Here we go. Come with me. We're going to walk out, plank, inhale, exhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, downward dog, walk back, and then restack, and then come back up. And again, keep it going. Breathe. Make sure those wrists are in line with the shoulders. Downward dog, walk back, restack the spine, coming back up. Let's do a couple more, and I know that we are warm. Wrists in line with the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, downward dog, walk back. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm also a primary school trained teacher, which I did for 22 years. Wrists in line with the shoulders. Hold. I have a psychology degree and a postgraduate degree in education. Inhale, exhale, downward dog, walk back, restack, one more, and wrists in line with the shoulders, downward dog, walk back, and then restack your spine. There you go. That's your first exercise. That is called a walkout plank. Okay, so next exercise, I'm going to focus on these muscles, which protect your knees. Really important. If you have never done this before, the idea is that you hold on to something really important, okay? Just to make sure that you maintain your balance. Feet in line with your hips. You step one leg back. Make sure you're holding on to something, okay? If you're not used to these sort of exercises again, navel to spine. I'm going to show you from the side. And then you're just going to bend both knees. This is called a lunge, okay? And then you just lengthen, step back in, maintaining that space between the feet. Make sure they're sitting in line with your hips. And then the other leg, step back, lunge, and in. If you've got knee issues and you don't seem to go with this exercise very well, you can bend your knee just here. You don't need to go all the way down. And in, lunge, and in. Remember, hold on to something, please. Lunge, and in, lunge, and in, lunge, and in, lunge, and in. Couple more. Lunge, and in, lunge, and in. One more on each side. Lunge, and in, and then lunge, and then release. Okay, so for the next exercise, you're going to need a chair. I've got the corner of my bed because I exercise in my bedroom. So you're going to need a chair. And you know what? This exercise, do you know what all you do? All you do is just sit down, stand up. Okay? Now, this is going to really show you how weak these are and how weak these are. Because getting out of a chair is a really good indicator of how weak your leg muscles are. So you're going to sit in your chair, at the edge of your chair, feet in line with your hips. Again, toes facing forward. You're going to sit down. And then you're going to stand up without touching anything. No hands. You're going to sit. And then you're going to stand. And then you're going to sit. And then you're going to stand. And then you're going to sit. And then you're going to stand. And we aim to do about 2 sets of 10 of these, okay? Because this also raises your heart rate. Keep pulling in that belly, remember, at all times. Standing tall. When you come up, you will feel it in your quads, which are these, your glutes a little bit. These protect your lower back. These protect your knees and your lower back. Sorry, no, this protects the glutes protect your lower back, but this also protects your knees, okay? Keep going, breathe, and up. Let's go for 5 more. 4, that popping is normal. Don't know if you can hear it, the air bubbles. I always get them in my ankles. 3, 2, and 1 more. And then up. Okay, so we're going to go back to our walkouts just to raise the heart rate. We do it nice and quick. This workout does not last long, about 15-20 minutes is enough as a beginner, okay? Again, bending the knees as much as you can, hands down, walk it out, hold the plank. This isn't the plank, by the way, this is the plank. Spine is one straight line, walk it back, stand up, go again, walk it out, plank, downward dog, walk back, stand up. Let's go for 6 of these. Breathe, that's 3. 4, that's 5, and then 1 more. Walk back, and then reset. Lunges, hold on, hold on, hold on, please hold on. If you're not used to doing these sort of exercises, feet in line with your hips. You lunge, you step in, you lunge, you step in from the side, lunge, lunge, deep breaths, lunge, reverse lunge. We've got 6 on each side. That's 3. Remember, you don't need to take your knee as low as me. That's 4. You're holding on to something. Back of a chair. 5. Or the wall. And this is the last one. And then back to sit down, stand ups. Here we go. Are you ready? Inhale, exhale. You're going to sit. You're going to stand. You're going to sit. And you're going to stand. That's it. That's all we're doing. Nice and easy. Go in. We've got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you want to be really adventurous, you could repeat those 3 exercises one more time, okay? I'm going to do along. I'm just going to show you a couple more different exercises. So we've got sit-ups, okay? But we've got variations of the sit-ups. If you've given birth, you've got cesarean, it's not easy to contract those abdominals. So you start off nice and simple. Your these are called your sitting bones. You've got one in each side. If you find them and you sit on them, you'll find that your posture automatically straightens up and lengthens up. Arms out in front. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. You're going to sink back, but you're going to curve the upper back. Okay, bring the chin to the chest, pull that belly in, and you just go back as far as you are comfortable. Hold, and then you come back up. So this is your half roll back. It's the beginnings of a sit up. Come back up and down and up and down. Now, if that's too easy, you can go all the way down to the floor. You can take your arms up and over. You bring your arms up and forward, and then you come back up, okay? That is a little bit harder, okay? So you either stick to here, or you go all the way down to the floor with me, okay? So here we go. We've got 6 more. I inhale as I'm going down, and I exhale as I'm coming up, okay? 3 more. And that's your last one. Now you're going to go lower yourself to the floor. If you are worried about getting yourself down to the floor without hurting yourself, you just lower yourself Pilates way. Okay, so these feet need to come in line with your knees, but also in line with your hips, okay? Arms by your side. You're going to do a pelvic tilt towards you. So squeeze your pelvic floor muscle, pull your belly in, and you're going to bring your pelvis towards you so that the lower back starts to peel off the floor, and then the rest of the spine comes up onto your shoulders. And squeeze the butt as hard as you can at the top. Inhale, exhale, and then lower your back down, but you're re-peeling it down. So you peel off and you peel down, okay? Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Squeeze. Inhale, exhale, all the way down. Inhale, exhale, all the way up. Are you squeezing? You need to squeeze as hard as you can. Inhale, exhale, all the way down. Let's go for another 6 more. Here we go. 6. And down. 5. Are you squeezing? And down. Are you squeezing that pelvic floor muscle? 4. 3. 2. 1 more. And then release the back down to the floor. You're going to lengthen your legs. Give me a nice full body stretch. This always feels good in between the exercises. You're going to flex your feet. You're going to bring your fingertips forward. You're going to bring your chin to your chest. Now, if you can't come up off the floor, hook your fingers behind your thighs and help yourself come up, okay? So we're up again, feet on the floor. We're going to go for these sit-ups again. Inhale, exhale, down we go. And then back up. Okay, if that's all you can do, that's perfect. Otherwise, you can go all the way down to the floor, arms up and over, arms up and forward, arms up and down, arms up and back, arms up and forward, arms up and back, if you want to do this level. If not, you can just stay here. Give me 6 more. I'll continue with this one. Don't want to put you off. On the back. 3 more. Let's go for 3 more. 2, and then 1 more. And then 1. And then release all the way down to the floor. Remember, you can hook your fingers here and lower yourself, Pilates style, down to the floor, feet in line with your hips, knees bent, arms by your side, peel that back up off the floor all the way, squeeze the glutes, the butt, squeeze a little bit harder, and then release down. Inhale, exhale, all the way up, squeeze, squeeze a little bit harder, and then all the way down, all the way up. Squeeze, squeeze a little bit harder, all the way down. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go to 10, 9, and then 10, and then gently release the back down to the floor. You're just going to bring those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a hug. Releases any tension in the lower back. Feet on the floor. Lengthen the legs away. Full body stretch. Here, flex your feet, fingertips forward. If you can come up, come up. If not, you're hooking here and helping yourself up. We spin around. Just going to show you the press up. It's an amazing body weight exercise. Working the backs of the arms and the shoulders. And most people, even the men at the gym, do not do their press ups properly. Okay, so when you bend your elbows, the elbows are tucked in. Okay, so they're tucked in, they're not here. You see people do press ups here. It's not here, it's here. Okay, the tricep press up, which is why we want to work these. These need to be strong. So when you're waving, they're not flapping around. We don't want flaps. Okay, if there's a flap, it's and you've built up the muscle, which a lot of my ladies still complain about. It's just skin. There's nothing you can do about skin. It's just skin, come on. But you want strong muscles. You want your arms to look good. You want your arms to be toned. So this is how I start to show my ladies how to do their press up. So box position, knees in line with your hips. Wrists in line with the shoulders, fingertips nice and spread. All you do is bend your elbows in towards your ribs and you go down as low as you can and then you press. You go down and then you press. Don't go too far. You won't be able to go too far. Don't go all the way to the floor and then get stuck because you don't want that either. Bend and then you press. You bend and then you press. Now, if that is too easy for you, the 3/4 press up looks like this. You step back into your plank. You release your knees. Now, this is called a 3/4 plank. Now you're bending your elbows and releasing your chest, not your belly. No belly flops. You release the chest to the floor. Then you release the belly. And then you press up. That's a little bit harder. Okay? So stick to a level that you are comfortable with. Box position, body weight is forward slightly, okay? Elbows tucked in, and then press, okay? So there you go. I've shown you the plank, I've shown you walkouts, I've shown you sit-ups, I've shown you downward dog, I've shown you lunges, I've shown you sit down, stand up, which is the beginning of squats, and the glute pumps. Have a go with those exercises. Let me know how you got on. If you want to join my classes, you're more than welcome to trial them on a 2-week free trial. It's a pleasure. Okay, come along, talk to me, message me, let me know. Okay, all the best.